Hi, Glenn Stencil again, part of a continuing video presentation on stopping movie piracy. This particular presentation I like to refer to as MoneyMovie. Of course, now you can see I'm probably making reference to MoneyBall. MoneyBall was both a movie, it's also based on a book written by Michael Lewis. It was called MoneyBall, The Art of Winning an Unfair Game, based on true events that happened back, I guess, in the late 80s with a general manager and variety of other people named Billy Bean and his supporting team members. If you get a chance, watch the movie, and as you start to see the characters, you're going to start to think, why has this got anything to do with movie piracy? You're going to say, some of the same situations could still apply, okay? In Moneyball, you've got the general manager, Billy Bean. He's very frustrated. He's starting to realize it's not a fair game, but he doesn't know how to correct it, okay? He's got a support staff with years of experience, all considered experts in their field. You've got Grady Fuson, his head of scouting. You've got Art Howe, his field manager, years of experience, plenty of knowledge, seem to know what they're doing, but yet they can't seem to get a winning team together because they keep getting gutted by outside teams that don't have to follow the same rules. Okay, they have more money, period. So Billy Bean kind of knows what the problem is, but doesn't know how to solve the problem. Just more by happenstance, or the fact that Billy Bean was actually looking for a solution could have a lot to do with it. He meets a guy named Peter Brand, green behind the ears, fresh out of university, an economics degree. Most people would think has nothing to do with baseball, no experience, no real training, doesn't even look like a baseball player. It just doesn't seem to be the fit. But through some small meeting, happenstance, or whatever, Billy Bean starts to say this guy seems to have a different direction and approach. And because in many ways Billy Bean didn't have an alternative, he could do the same thing and get the same results or try something new. And Billy Bean really wants to win. So the issue is now, the problem though, if you watch the movie and you start to see the play of the characters, you're going to see that even though the general manager is starting to say, yeah, we'll take this new direction, let's give it a go, but you find that all the supporting people really aren't behind him at the start. And they actually work against him for various reasons. Egos, they didn't think of it. It goes against the grain of everything they've been taught about. They just don't want to accept this. The Art Howe, the field manager, is thinking, I got to continue with the way I go because he just doesn't have any faith in it, so therefore he's not going to support it. Wants to be able to act in a manner that he can get a job somewhere else. Grady Fuson, probably the same. He's maybe a little insulted. He's considered to be the expert at scouting, and this whole new direction, which he really doesn't understand or doesn't know and doesn't want to learn, is threatening his authority, his prestige, his experience. So he's not supporting it either. Some of the team members just think, well, we're putting on a show, blah, blah, blah. We're having a good time. So it's a very frustrating thing, and it takes a while for it to get proven, more because so many people in the team, the whole coaching staff and the team aren't really supporting this new idea, even though it has all the mathematical and economic support behind it. So what does that have to do with anti-piracy? Well, does it ever occur that maybe a lot of these so-called anti-piracy experts really maybe they sort of want a solution, but they don't want the solution to come from someone else? Because if it did, that would affect, just like Grady Fuson, it's like it would have, affect their credibility. It's like it might affect their future. And so, yeah, although everyone says they want a solution to movie piracy, including the experts in anti-piracy, maybe some of them don't. Maybe some are actually working against the solution. They're quite cozy with where they are. They know their jobs. If a solution to movie piracy comes on, that's going to threaten a lot of people. So anyway, just, food for thought that the general managers, or in this case, the chief executive officers, they're relying on all these experts, but maybe the experts aren't as open-minded as we'd like to believe. That's the food for thought. Again, it's Glenn Stencil. If you get a chance, circulate this around, talk about it. You can get it to the chief executive officers at the big studios. Greatly appreciate it, and you'll be doing your part to stop movie piracy. Anyway, have a good day.